people in choir are my best friends. I live with one of my choir members. I lived with a bunch of them on my freshman hall, which made us even closer, and they're pretty much the people I go to outside of classes.
It existed very early on in Lehigh's history and then stopped existing in the mid-1970s. So my freshman year was the first year it was reinstated, and I joined that year. So it's actually been going on new for 5 years now. It's something very different than the regular choir because we don't do such formal concerts a lot of the time. You know, being able to hang out beforehand, then go and do a concert, you know, around the South Side or, you know, take a road trip up to Boston was just a ball. There's a lot of interplay between the students and the conductor in figuring out what music to sing, which is really nice because we've been able to do some really cool stuff.
Dolce is an all-female ensemble that has members from the university choir that 2 years ago we started in fall of 2007, and it was founded by Liz Jenkins, who is a senior currently at Lehigh University. We do perform a lot of choir pieces that go along with the concert, but currently as a new ensemble we are working on a lot of new repertoire.
The choir at Lehigh has been around for over 100 years, and I know for me and for all of my friends in choir, that's an amazing experience to be connected with Lehigh alumni that were here that long ago doing what we love to do. We have alumni coming back constantly telling us how great it is that we're still singing here because that's one of their fondest memories of being at Lehigh. So we're really, really proud of keeping up this really long legacy.
Concerning alumni, we actually have a really great fundraiser that we do every 2 years, and being able to talk to some of the choir members and having them support us going on the international tour every 2 years and getting to letting them know what we're singing and telling us, oh, I did that piece 20 years ago, and it's just really exciting to be able to have that connection with alumni.
The Lehigh Choir really is a family, and we spend so much time together both in rehearsal and outside of rehearsal. As a freshman, I got introduced to all these upperclassmen, so I immediately had friends that were, they drove and they know the ins and outs of Lehigh, so it was a lot easier to get adjusted.
I think the best part about the choir is my first day on campus, I already had somewhere to go. I had already met, 30 or 40 kids the moment I stepped on campus from being in the choir and had somewhere to go that night.
Choral arts in general is just everybody, like I said, you share this passion for music. I mean, to be involved with music, you have to have a lot of passion for it. And if you're in the university choir, if you're in the choral union, you're surrounded by people who share the same love for music that you do. So you're immediately put into a community that you can fit in with. The plane trip to China was 17 hours long, which is a long time to be with the same people in a confined space, but it was awesome because you could go to any section of the plane where there were choir people, and there were people there who you could hang out with, you could have fun with. We were telling stories and jokes, and we sort of turned the plane into our own little private choir party, which was awesome. And then just, it's like stuff that you would never think you get to do in your life ever, and then you get to do it with your best friends, and it just makes it so much better. We just had such a great time. It was so exciting to be on this amazing adventure with the closest friends that you have at Lehigh. 60 of your closest friends all together, and everybody is talking to everybody, and it was just this great mix of people, and we had a really good time.
The tour is really a singular experience. You get to know the people in choir so much better than you even would normally. You spend a lot of time with the conductor and some of the adults that take care of the organization, which is a lot of fun.
We saw all these sites, we went to the Great Wall of China, and we sang in all these really great places, and we sang with students from Chinese universities, and it was just, it was amazing, and it's something you'll never ever forget.
The audition process, right at the beginning of the year on move-in day, for anyone interested in joining choral arts. You're going to audition on that day, and you will get placement either in choral union or the university choir. And then once you are in the university choir, you have the option of joining Dolce.
Once you're in the choir, you actually have an invitation to join the Glee Club right away, so you don't have to do any additional auditioning. You just come to practice the next week when we start, and you're in the group.
It's always hard singing for a new person that you've never sung for before. But Doc, I mean, he made it pretty easy. You did a few scales and different exercises and sang like a solo piece for him, and he was pretty cool about it. Chances are everyone's as scared as you are. Everyone auditioning for choir is as nervous as you are. You know, talk to the upperclassmen that are there. You know, just, you know, be yourself, be open, be ready for new experiences. You're immediately accepted into the group, which was really, really cool because it's, you know, your first day at school, you've just moved in and said goodbye to your parents, you don't know anyone, and all of a sudden you have this family of like 65, 70 people who like the same things that you do, they have a passion for the same thing, and now they know that you were par with them when it comes to singing and you know what you're doing, so they immediately accept you.